Howdy. Yeah, made it here. Amazing. All these horses, this beautiful scenery, testing out the R5 Mark II. Woo! It doesn't get better than this. Yes, it doesn't. We're gonna check out all the different horses running. Let's get them in the barn back there, get them racing. Woo! This is gonna be good. You're gonna check out how these pro riders ride, and then we're gonna see how I stack up. Yeah, well, I'm a cowboy now because I got a cowboy hat. I got my ripped sunglasses. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You're welcome. And we're gonna see how this ride goes in the Wild West. So grab your cowboy hats, get your stirrups, go for a ride.
See, if I spun like that, I'd just puke everywhere.
Horn.
Oh, let's see how this works.
Over the middle.
Ever ride it. There you go. Like that.
Oh, I just keep this. You guys, one hand. Keep your hand down here.
There you go.
Oh, it's talking back. You have to put gas in this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Push your heels down. Keep your knee bent. Okay?
That's what's up. Yeah, that was fun. I think I'm a pro now. I think I'm gonna go pro. I don't know who's more worn out, the horse or me. I think it's me. I'm definitely worn out. I stick the cameras and videos and things because that's hard work. That's really hard work. Didn't know how hard it was until you start going and you're like, you're breathing with a horse, just sucking air. What'd you guys think of that riding? They like that riding. That was some good riding, huh? Yeah? Oh, don't you back talk. No, don't you back talk. You gotta discipline that one. Hey, stop eating that wall. That is just your shadow. I am a cowboy now. 100%. Well, trying to be. Let's go see if we can wrangle some horses. Because that's what cowboys do. Because this is what it's all about. Horses are out there. Mountains all around us. Let's go chase some horses. Yeah, check out the sunglasses. I mean, come on, y'all seen Yellowstone. Yeah, let's go Rip. I got you on this one. I think I got your glasses beat. Maybe a little bit, maybe not. Definitely got the hair going. Yes.
Now that we've gotten through all those amazing antics that I went through, and you got to see what the professionals do here at the ranch, let's dive into the world of reining horses here at Altitude Performance Horse Ranch. We're going to talk with someone who lives and breathes it. Now, this amazing place is here in Colorado, and it's just an incredible place, as you saw from the beginning, all the different kinds of horses that are here. This is where passion for horses and the dedication to the sport of reining meet. For those of you who may not be familiar with reining, it's a Western riding competition where horse and rider perform a series of precise patterns. These patterns including things like spins and sliding stops and rollbacks, all done with finesse and control. It's often described as the Western dressage because just like in dressage, it showcases the horse's athletic ability and the rider's skill in guiding them through complex movements and maneuvers. It's all about the harmony between the horse and the rider, and it demonstrates the speed and the agility and the responsiveness while making it look effortless. So now let's sit down with Tiffany, the owner of this ranch, who is a seasoned reining trainer. We're going to talk about her journey and her love of horses and what it takes to compete in one of the most demanding equestrian sports.
So my name is Tiffanys Story, and I am the owner of Altitude Performance Horses. I don't ever remember a time when I didn't ride. I know that I was like 5 years old when I got my first personal horse, just a little girl that wanted a pony. It's been downhill since then. My dad actually passed away when I was 14. Pretty much everything that I have today is because he started it. You know, my mom worked really hard, double shifts as a waitress to make sure that we didn't lose it. I was super blessed to have two parents that knew about hard work, and they instilled this crazy, insane work ethic in me. Could have maybe done a little bit less, but you know, I appreciate the fact that my dad literally put his life into this ranch, and you know, my mom is still alive and she's still putting her life into this place too. Multiple generations that have made it happen. My grandpa passed away and I was left with some inheritance, and that is what let me be able to build the barn and arena. I would probably still be riding outside in the winter if it wasn't for him. So it takes a village, and I've been lucky to have a very hardworking and supportive village. But one year for Christmas, you know, like honestly, the only Christmas present I ever remember, he bought me spurs, and I felt like that was his blessing. That even though he probably would have picked a different path, that he supported me. When I went to college, when I started at Northeastern Junior College in 1999, they had a reining foundation on their horses there, and that's where I first got introduced to it. I had actually never seen it before then. It was kind of an up-and-coming sport at that point, and I am a control freak at baseline, and so when I realized that I could be a control freak and not do dressage, I knew that it was for me. They say that the eyes are the window to the soul, but I feel like the horses are the window to the world. It's definitely a mental illness. Absolutely. That horse hair gets on you and it just gets in you and you're like infected for life. I am a registered nurse. Have done most of my career at Rio Grande Hospital, which is a small critical access hospital in Del Norte, Colorado. Most of my career I've been in ER and trauma. So that's my full-time job. I work so my horses have a better life. That is literally the reason I work, so that I can support the horses and support my habit. It was kind of one of those things. It was like, all right, you're either going to have to like jump all the way in before you're 40 or give it up. And so I just jumped in with both feet and built the indoor arena and spent a bunch of money I didn't have, and patience, progress, perfection. So it's like the 3 Ps of training for me. Man, it takes a lot of patience, and you have to be okay with knowing that at some point you'll go 3 steps backwards. And you'll think you're doing great and everything is progressing and you're doing really well, and you'll kind of think you're on top of the world and you'll give yourself a big pat on the back. And then you'll come out and for a week you'll just have crap ride after crap ride. And then you get through it and you go forward again. And that's just a normal part of the training process, whether it's them and what they're going through mentally, or, sometimes it's probably me and I'm just having a bad day and I go out there with a bad attitude, but we get through it and we get through it together and eventually we make progress. I haven't quite hit the perfection yet, but I work at it almost every day. One day maybe we'll get there. There's a saying like, you might be writing a good one, but you're going to learn more from the next one. And I feel like I've been doing a lot of learning for a lot of years. Hopefully it'll get through my thick skull and we'll actually make some progress. Horses will take over your life. They will break you in ways you never knew possible, and they will heal parts of you didn't know were broken. You just have to know that, like, the love of the animal and the love of the sport, that you're going to persevere through all of the heartache. And it teaches you a lot of life lessons that you have to handle the hard, because there's going to be better days ahead. No, I just feel like I don't have any other option. I just want it so bad that I just keep working for it. So insanity is probably the definition. I go to work and I come home and, like, I have an almost 15-year-old son. I try to be a decent mom to him. I try to be a good nurse. I try to be a horse trainer. I try to be a ranch owner. But, you just keep working at it. And I don't have the answers, but I just keep showing up every day. If your dreams don't scare you a little bit, they're probably not big enough. No matter how bad my day has been, I feel better when I step off the horse. It's probably going to sound kind of crazy because it's not at a show and it's not in the arena. It's when you come to a place on horseback that you would have never seen otherwise. It's like up in the mountains, the high alpine lakes, just when you are in absolute awe of the scenery and all of the creation, and that the horse got you there.
Thanks, Tiff, for that incredible story here at the ranch. I really hope you guys enjoyed that and you got to really see her life and what it really takes to be a performance horse trainer. Tiff is such an amazing person. And you also got to see Angela as she was riding those horses as well. She and Tiff have done such an incredible job here at the ranch. I'm going to go ahead and drop their links in the bio. Check out their Instagram pages, send them a message, drop them a hi, drop them a like, go ahead and follow them. You guys really got to see this R5 Mark II in action as well. You got to see it with the horses, you got to see it with some of those landscapes, you got to see it in action, kind of vlog style, as well as the cinematic style. And I really got to put it through what I would use it for in both the 8K and the 4K. And there's still so much to learn on this camera, and it really doesn't come down to the camera. It comes down to the story. It comes down to what it is that you will be shooting with it. I didn't experience any overheating. I didn't experience any sort of hiccups while I was shooting. So it was a very seamless transition going into this kind of shooting, and something that's kind of taken me out of my element. But again, it's not the camera. It's the person behind the camera that matters. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making this. I enjoyed playing with those horses, trying to be a cowboy, literally trying, and putting this camera through its paces. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one, partner. So is it like, howdy, or which side do you tip it on? Do you go this way with it, or do you go this way? Man, love these cowboy hats. You guys like cowboy hats? I love cowboy hats. Nice, look at that. Look at that, nice supple leather.